Have you ever met someone who feels different? Not loud, not flashy, but quietly sharp in a way that makes you pause. They don't always sound smart, they don't always try to impress, but something about how they think feels deeper. Psychology suggests that highly intelligent minds often come with traits that look weird on the surface. So if you recognize yourself in this video, you might be a lot smarter than you've been told. Let's begin. The first weird trait is they talk to themselves a lot. And no, that doesn't mean something is wrong. Genius-level minds often externalize thoughts out loud. It helps them organize complex ideas, solve problems faster, and simulate conversations internally. What looks like mumbling is often deep cognitive processing. They're not lost, they're building mental models in real time. If you've ever talked yourself through a problem and suddenly found clarity, that's your brain working at a high level. The second trait is they get bored easily. Very easily. Highly intelligent minds crave stimulation. When the environment doesn't challenge them, their brain goes into low power mode. So they drift, they daydream, they zone out. People may label them lazy or uninterested, but in reality, their brain is underused. Boredom in this case isn't a flaw, it's a signal that the mind needs something deeper. The third trait is they overthink everything. While others accept surface-level explanations, intelligent minds automatically dig deeper. They question motives, they analyze patterns, they replay conversations. This can look like anxiety or insecurity, but psychologically, it's a brain trained to look for meaning, cause, and consequence. The downside? Mental exhaustion. The upside? Exceptional insight. The fourth trait is they enjoy being alone more than most people. This isn't antisocial behavior, it's neurological preference. Solitude gives intelligent minds space to think without interruption. Social noise drains their cognitive energy faster than it does for others. Being alone feels calming, restorative, productive. They don't avoid people because they dislike them, they avoid overstimulation because their mind runs hot. The fifth trait is they question rules that everyone else follows, not to rebel, not to cause trouble, but because blind obedience doesn't make sense to them. Highly intelligent minds instinctively ask, why does this rule exist? Does it still make sense? Is there a better way? This can get them labeled as difficult or stubborn, but innovation never comes from unquestioned habits. It comes from minds that dare to rethink the obvious. The sixth trait is they feel emotions very deeply. Contrary to the stereotype, intelligence and emotional sensitivity often go together. Genius-level minds don't just think deeply, they feel deeply. They're affected by music, by words, by subtle changes in tone. This sensitivity fuels creativity, empathy, and insight, but it also makes them vulnerable to emotional overload. Feeling deeply doesn't mean weak. It means perceptive. And finally, the seventh weird trait is they constantly doubt how smart they are. This is known in psychology as the opposite of overconfidence. The more someone knows, the more aware they become of how much they don't know. So instead of declaring themselves intelligent, they question themselves, they second guess, they underestimate their abilities. Ironically, this self-doubt is often a sign of higher intelligence, because true genius doesn't shout, it reflects. So if you recognized yourself in several of these traits, you're not strange, you're not broken, and you're definitely not average. Your mind just works on a different frequency. And in the next video, we'll explore why highly intelligent people often feel misunderstood, even by those closest to them. Watch that next.